All systems go. Clear for liftoff.
Good morning and welcome to this weekend's NASCAR Quick Hit here for Ship It Nation. I am Eric, also known as TheGame on Discord, and this morning we will be featuring the AdventHealth 400 taking place at the Kansas Speedway. But, of course there's a but, right? But before I go ahead and break down today's AdventHealth 400 slate, let me of course mention us over at shipitnation.com. Everything, share this tab instead, boom, everything you need to have success with DFS for less. Folks, there is no better time than now to join the nation. MLB is in full swing. Those boys are cranking out their content every day. Props to any and all of our team members who work in a sport that is more than one day a week. Love you guys because the grind is real. MLB full swing. NBA and NHL playoffs just kicked off yesterday. They are happening. Round 4 of the RBC Heritage is going on as I record this. And of course, NASCAR, MMA, everything else, shipitnation.com, everything you need to have success with DFS for less. Plus, partnered with SaberSim, the #1 best optimizer in the game. SaberSim, you love it, I love it, we all love it, the best. SaberSim, boom. Join the nation right here. If you haven't already, 5 days, all access, $19. That gets you Discord access as well. Haven't even mentioned the Discord yet. Discord, greatest thing in DFS. $19 for 5 days if you want to just try us out. All access plus the optimizer. Here you see the prices on your screen, DFS projections, ownership, tools, the stone, which we'll be looking at later, rankings, slate plans, core reports, player pools, slate info, education courses. Those don't get mentioned enough. The boys have put together fantastic education courses. They should be looked at, as well as what I mentioned before, the Discord community. So, shipitnation.com, your one-stop shop for all things DFS. I feel like an auctioneer this morning, and that's because I'm drinking NOS Guava Grand Prix Guava. They haven't paid me for that. It's just quite good. Try it out. All right, this weekend, the AdventHealth 400 is on Fox, main broadcast Fox today, with pre-race coverage starting at 1 and race coverage starting at 2 o'clock in the Eastern time zone. So main Fox today. The NASCAR Cup Series is once again headed to Kansas Speedway for today's running of the AdventHealth 400. Kansas is a 1.5 mile track and has provided some fantastic racing in the next gen era. So hopefully that means today's race will be a good one. And that's probably why it's on main Fox. It seems like when they assume a race will be good, it gets put on the big channel. So let's hope those two things equal out today. There are 267 laps on deck for Sunday's race, which equals out to roughly 186.9 Dominator points. I hit my microphone. I shouldn't have done that. And I am recommending at least 2 Dominators per lineup. Now, if you want my exact thoughts on the Dominators, you'll have to read my breakdown over at shipitnation.com or ask me in the Discord if you have any specific questions on said Dominators. This weekend, and I guess at this point I should probably X out this screen, and there I am full face again. Hello. You see my child's playpen behind me. There's Team NASCAR. Look at that, huh? He's a little pit boy. Entire screen 2, share, bang, and we're back. All right. He's a little pit boy. I'm going to tell him that when he little 2-year-old self wakes up. This weekend, practice was lean and green with no incidents to report. One surprise of practice, though, was Kyle Larson. The car and Larson did not jive at all at the start of practice. He came in for adjustments after only 4 laps. He only came out again late in the practice and to put up a 5-lap average, and that didn't go great either, as based on the 25th and 26th rankings he has respectively. Now, in saying that, he did come out then immediately after that practice session and qualify 4th. So this is still Kyle Larson we were talking about, with the Hendrick Motorsports 5 team backing it up. I'm fairly sure his 2 slow practice speeds are probably not indicative of his performance today, but it is worth mentioning. And then on the flip side of that, Denny Hamlin had appeared to be slow, 15 to 20 lap averages. That's because he just had a few outlier laps. You can safely assume that Denny's Toyota is just as fast as every other Toyota on the block. So maybe not as fast, or maybe Legacy Toyota isn't as fast as every other Toyota, but we'll get to them here in a second. Some other notes I wanted to mention before running down the starting lineup. This is Bubba Wallace's 300th start in the NASCAR Cup Series, and he is a previous winner at Kansas, as he won the fall 2022 race. Plus, he is in a very fast Toyota, 2311 JGR, fast Toyotas. So all the good vibes are surrounding Bubba today. He had that incident a few weeks ago at Martinsville. He had a fairly okay race last weekend at Bristol, and now he's coming to a place where he has won before. He's in a fast car, and it's his 300th start. So all the positive vibes for Bubba today. And this is only the 2nd mile-and-a-half race of the season. So we don't have too much to look back on as far as recent mile-and-a-half data. But more importantly, this is only the 2nd for Chevy with their newly updated 2026 body style. So the Vegas race was 4 races ago, and it was pretty much a Toyota show then. I'm sure Chevy has made changes to their 1.5 mile intermediate package since that Vegas race. And today will be a great day to see if those changes have paid off. I kind of think it's leaning into a Toyota day today. At least it seems that way so far. Be very interested to see how the Chevys roll out today. All right, let's go ahead and do a quick rundown of the starting lineup. I'm going to try not to be too long-winded. We're 7 minutes in, so get your stopwatches out. Let's see where we go. All right, starting on the pole, we've got 3 Toyotas, Reddick, Hamlin, and Gibbs. Reddick will probably be the highest-owned Dominator. He is fantastic here at Kansas. He has great odds to win. He was great in all forms of practice. He has won umpteenth times this season, and he is cheaper than Hamlin by a substantial amount. I probably wouldn't have priced him that low personally, but I'm not the DraftKings pricing man. So Reddick will see a lot of ownership today. Hamlin, fantastic play here. I think he's the most expensive at $11K. Yes. So I probably wouldn't play Reddick and Hamlin together. Probably one or the other. And that's probably why a lot of people will be clicking on Reddick, because of the price savings. A nice pivot would just be clicking on Hamlin instead of Reddick and going from there. But again, it's a price difference. Ty Gibbs starting 3rd. Ty's fast. He finally got the monkey off his back, won at Bristol. Sky's the limit, right? Not the best track history here, but he is fast now. So fast now and cheap, if you consider 9,200 cheap. So love Ty Gibbs today. Larson, we already spoke about, not great in practice. Went ahead and put up a 4th place qualifying effort. Fantastic track history, recent form, track type, etc., etc. It's Larson. It's young money. Kansas is the type of track where you run the high side, rip the top, etc., etc. That suits his driving style, like Bell, like Reddick, etc. So Larson will get a lot of love today, but there is those things to look out for, like I mentioned earlier. Chase Briscoe, not the best history here, but he's in a fast Toyota. I'll take a chance on him. Hocevar, I don't mind taking a chance on Hocevar to win. I don't think I like Hocevar as a great DFS play today. He's in a Chevy that we don't really know how it's going to be. He is normally fast, but do we see him dominating over Reddick, Hamlin, Larson, Blaney, Bubba Bell? I don't know. Could we see him finish top 5? Yeah, but that's not going to get us much from a 6th place starting spot. So I'm probably out on Hocevar today, which hurts me because I love playing Hocevar. Busher, great here. Good practice. I love taking a chance on Busher. Suarez, I'm probably out on him for the same reasons I'm out on Hocevar. Blaney, Wallace, Bell. Blaney, I'll take a chance on. He has my note here. My first note. Blaney's team finally made a change to the pit crew as they have replaced the Jackman with a previous Blaney pit crew member in Graham Stoddard. Blaney has been a literal rocket ship all season. Crazy fast. Like, fastest car in NASCAR. I don't even think that's a debate, right? However, his pit crew would screw him time and time and time and time again. It was terrible. Is a change at the Jackman position going to be enough to turn all those bad pit stops into positive pit stops? That remains to be seen. Should that be a reason to play or not play him? No, because Blaney's crazy fast every week. So they are at least noticing that they have a issue on pit road and are making changes to fix that. So Blaney is in play today. Bubba Wallace, as I mentioned earlier, 300 start, previous winner, fast Toyota, good in practice, and cheap. I'll take it. Christopher Bell, this track suits him. He was the fastest in the 30 lap average, ripped the top, high wall. Like I said, him, Larson, Reddick, that's his driving style. So Bell, love him today. Ryan Preece, I love him when he's in the 20s on back. Don't really love him too much since he's starting 12th. Chase Elliott, William Byron. I will take a chance on them. They'll be in the player pool, but I don't know how much exposure I will end up getting. Could they both lead and dominate today? Absolutely. Do I see them doing it over Larson or any of those other Toyotas? I don't think so. So I don't know how much I'm going to get of either of them. Remains to be seen. Logano, he killed us weeks ago. He looked not great in practice. I'm out on him. Ricky Stenhouse, he wasn't even out there for a 10 lap or a longer run. So I'm out on Stenhouse. SVG, I'm out on him. McDowell, probably out on him. Eric Jones, yeah. Legacy Motor Club is like the black sheep of Toyota. Now, they do have a technical alliance with JGR, but that hasn't really brought in the finishes as of yet. I'm hoping that changes. I like Eric Jones. I think John Hunter does have some talent, but I'm probably out on them today. Austin Dillon, RCR just seems in disarray. I'm out on him. Brad Keselowski, I always take a shot on the veteran. Not the best history or recent form, but decent track type rating. So I will take a chance on him. Not the best in practice either. So maybe buyer beware on that, but I'll take a chance on Keselowski. Riley Herbst, no. Kyle Busch, no. He'll get some ownership today. And I don't know. He just seems broken. He seems broken. Denny Hamlin, I don't even say Denny Hamlin took shots at Kyle Busch in his podcast, but he said what I kind of think everybody kind of thinks, that like maybe this RCR8 team isn't good, but if Kyle Busch is the caliber of driver he once was, he should be able to bring that up a little bit, right? And that hasn't happened yet. And I don't think it's going to happen. Kyle Busch came out like yesterday, very salty at Denny's comments. Kyle and the team seem like they're fighting and bickering every week. I'm a Kyle Busch fan, but I don't think I'm going to be playing him all season unless he's like dirt cheap and in the back, or he's starting like, in a prime spot for a super speedway race. It doesn't seem worth it to take a chance when it seems like something happens every single week. A spin out, issue on pit road, like something happens. And until they can turn it around and prove that it's turned around, I think I am fully off of the Kyle Busch DFS train. And that was my deep thoughts on Kyle Busch. All right. Starting 24th, Corey Heim. Love. Gimme. 6,900, Corey Heim. We know he has talent. He is in a fast Toyota, starting 24th. Yes. Give me Corey Heim. Riley Herbst, go away. Put Heim in the car full time. Give me Corey Heim. Zane Smith, Todd Gilliland. I'll take a chance on both of them. Todd Gilliland killed it last week for us. I didn't have too much exposure to him, so he didn't kill it too much for me. But Gilliland had a great week last week at Bristol, so let's see if he can do it again today. Dinger, probably not from me, even though he did have some decent practice speeds. I don't know. I can't see that colleague car doing much today. Noah Gregson, if you're looking for a cheap play, maybe take a swing. Good practice, D+ for track rank, sure is better than F. So if you're looking for a dirt cheap play who can get you some PD points, he's worth a shot. Cole Custer, probably no for me. Josh Berry, I'll take a shot. Team Penske prepared car. He's not I shouldn't say he's not the greatest at a mile and a half because he won his race at a mile and a half, but I still don't ever really put him in the mile and a half category. So Josh Berry should be in player pool. Yes. How much exposure? That's up to you. Ross Chastain will get a lot of exposure today. Great track history here, but Trackhouse has been down across the board lately. He'll get ownership and could absolutely be in store for a good day, but I do understand pivoting off of this play. Trackhouse has been down. If you want them to show some, on track speed with some finishes first, I understand, right? So John Hunter, we spoke about him with Legacy, probably a no for me. Alex Bowman, like I said for Ross, same goes for Bowman. Bowman's projected to carry a lot of ownership. He has good track history here and had a good practice. On the flip side, this is his second race back in the seat. And like I mentioned last week, that 48 really hasn't been great. So I wholly understand the play. I wholly understand the ownership. I get it. I'll have some Bowman for sure. This might be a chance to pivot and go underweight until that car and that driver can put together a good day, because they haven't yet. Austin Cindric, I'll take a chance. If I'll take a chance on Barry, I'll take a chance on Cindric. Cindric's only $200 more and gets you deeper PD upside. So yeah. Cody Ware, no. Connor Zilic, people will play. He's Trackhouse. The team's been down. I don't think he'll finish 36th. I don't know or can't really say how far he will go because of how down Trackhouse has been. Should he finish in the 20s? Probably. Is that going to be enough? I don't know. So probably not for me, especially at that price tag. I think you can probably get better plays, but I do understand the play with the PD upside. And Ty Dillon, that's a no for me, dog. All right. Hey, 11 minutes to run down the whole field. That's not too bad. Let's see here. Do I have any other notes here? No, that was literally it. All right. Hey, as always, thanks for tuning into the show. If you have any particular questions, as always, please reach out to me on Discord. As of this recording, 10 a.m. on Sunday morning, race day, no drivers to the rear. But if that were to change, I will tag the Discord as always. So for me, good luck today on all your slates. Kill it. And as always, let's ship it.